Here it is! After the amazing success of my Booster Pass video, I made a promise to make one more Mario Kart video, ranking every character to ever be playable in the mainline Mario Kart games. And yes, that includes Mario Kart Tour. I am, however, not counting any alts from Tour. Even the likes of Captain Toad and Dr. Mario aren't included. But if you want to know where I'd put them, I'd basically put them next to their original counterpart. And of course, because people will roast me otherwise, let me remind you, this video is completely objective. I'm right, you're wrong, unless you agree with me, in which case you're smart. There is no disputing the facts I be spitting in this video. I challenge anyone to prove me otherwise. Oh, I wonder how many people will take that seriously. Before we get started, I invite you to subscribe, because frankly, not many people are. I do videos on all of Nintendo. I have a series going where I play at least one game for every character in Smash Bros. And I just want to do videos on whatever Nintendo subject strikes my fancy. If you have any suggestions, be sure to leave a comment on what you'd actually like to see me cover, and I might actually do it. Or join the Discord in the description below. So go on, press that red button. Do it! It's right there. We'll do it together. Done? Beautiful. Now let's get going with the video. Number 64, Pink Gold Peach. Obvious bottom spot is obvious. Pink Gold Peach is the pinnacle of bad choices. Screams lack of creativity and just impossible for me to connect with those dead eyes. Number 63, Baby Rosalina. Why isn't her hair red? Making this character in my headcanon is just a logistical nightmare, who I just can't believe is related to the real Rosalina. Number 62, Metal Mario. He's just Mario, but metal, which frankly just makes him less fun to play as. Don't care if it was the meta in Mario Kart 7. Number 61, Baby Daisy. I just don't care about the baby princesses. I don't even think they're that cute. Maybe if they didn't have that dummy in their mouth the whole time I'd like them more, but as it is, I'll pass. Number 60, Baby Peach. Why is Baby Peach the only RPG character to ever get into Mario Kart? She wasn't even that interesting in Partners in Time. Also, the bubble item in Tour is the worst. Number 59, me. The big appeal of Mario rosters are its wide array of kooky characters. I have no interest in playing as 50 Cent's knockoff of dead celebrities in this game. Number 58, Cat Peach. Is this furry bait? This feels like furry bait. No hate if you like this stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. Hearing Peach say meow is just somehow off-putting to me. Number 57, Peachette. The concept of Peachette falls squarely in that so bad it's good area. But it's still bad. Why this exists, I don't know. And how she got chosen to be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe over the likes of King Bob-omb and Nabbit is baffling. Number 56, Lakitu. This is where we get to the characters I'm more neutral towards. I don't know why, but I just don't care about Lakitu. I don't hate him, but his voice is kinda annoying to me, and he's mostly just so forgettable. Number 55, Male Villager. I don't really care about Avatar characters, hence why me was so low. Villager isn't much better, and this design feels strictly worse than the female or Smash Bros counterpart. Number 54, Roy. Roy reminds me of a kid who I went to school with, and that is why he's my least favourite Koopaling. Number 53, Morton. No hate for Morton, but he's in my least favourite weight class, and if I'm gonna use that weight class, I'd rather use Bowser. Number 52, Funky Kong. I'm sorry, I know he's the fan favourite, but I never particularly cared about Donkey Kong characters until recent years. And seeing Funky everywhere in Mario Kart Wii Online kinda just rubbed me the wrong way. Number 51, DK Jr. It's neat he's still a sprite in Tour, but being DK Jr. isn't exactly a good thing given how little sense the character actually makes. Number 50, Koopa. Kinda similar to Lakitu. He's just kinda forgettable. Voice is cute though. Number 49, Paratrooper. It's Koopa, but his shell is red and has wings. probably the most forgotten Mario Kart character ever. Number 48, Dry Bones. It's Koopa, but it's skeleton. He definitely exists. Don't hate me, Dry Bone fans. Number 47, Charging Chuck. Of all the new characters introduced in Tour, Charging Chuck is probably the one I had the least to say about. Common enemies made playable aren't usually the characters I gravitate towards. Number 46, Nabbit. Nabbit is someone I want to care about, but he is on the lower end of newcomers introduced in Tour for me. 45, Inkling Boy. Yes, thank you for existing, Inkling Boy. You played a small part in introducing me to Splatoon. Number 44, Inkling Girl. Inkling Girl is the real star here though. Splatoon isn't really a favourite franchise or anything, and when she was first introduced I had never actually played Splatoon before, so these characters don't stick out to me. Number 43, Honey Queen. I'd actually love for Honey Queen to come back one day. She was such a weird and odd choice that I somewhat respect it. Number 42, Ice Bros. Number 41, Fire Bros. Number 40, Boomerang Bros. Number 39, Hammer Bros. These characters are all the same to me, and are really only technically not ults of each other. Though I imagine if they got into Mario Kart 8, they would be ults. Number 38, Waluigi. Waluigi is a cool character and I appreciate his presence on the roster. Don't use him very often, but he's okay. Number 37, Wario. Worst weight class in 8, but he's Wario and you gotta have him on the roster. I like him more in his own franchise, but he would be missed if he was gone. Number 36, Female Villager. This is a fantastic design for Villager, and is much better than the female default in Smash Bros. I don't particularly care about Animal Crossing, but this is a nice design. Number 35, Lemmy. Can't say I'm a fan of the Rat's Tail, but Lemmy is still usually pretty fun to play as, and in the regular games, he has a fun bouncy ball. Number 34, Wendy. Wendy is probably the least popular Koopaling, but for me, she's middle of the road. She was also the first Koopaling I was ever introduced to thanks to Cutie Pie in the Super Mario World cartoon. Number 33, Dry Bowser. Dry Bowser looks very cool. That's kinda all there is to him, but sometimes that's enough. Number 32, Donkey Kong. It wasn't until Mario Kart Tour that I started to care about Donkey Kong in Mario Kart, but that giant banana frenzy is so incredibly satisfying. So DK is good in my book. Number 31, Isabelle. I still don't particularly care about Animal Crossing, but Isabelle is incredibly adorable. And unlike in Smash Bros, she has her Animalese talk here, and it's great. Number 30, Toadette. Speaking of adorable, Toadette is a prime example of how you do a Mario Kart original character right. It's actually really impressive seeing how far she's come since Mario Kart Double Dash, and it's wild to think that was her first appearance ever. Number 29, Birdo. It might just be the newness of her return to Mario Kart 8, and being the frontrunner of new characters, but I'm glad to see Birdo make a return to the console games, and her resurgence in general after mostly missing out on the Wii era. Number 28, Toad. Toad is just charming. I recently played Luigi's Mansion 3, and the Toads are just squishy and adorable, and I love them. Number 27, Poochie. I'm not sure how a dog is driving, but Poochie was a very pleasant and surprising addition in Tour. I hope we continue seeing Poochie in more games. Number 26, Diddy Kong. Though I usually don't care about the Kongs, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's kinda wild Diddy Kong still isn't in Mario Kart 8, and I'm glad that's finally changing with the last update. Number 25, Larry. Larry is vanilla flavoured Koopaling, but sometimes you want that vanilla flavour, even when strawberry and chocolate is right there. Also, I do favour lightweights often. Number 24, Peach. Call me crazy, but I like Peach. I might prefer other Mario ladies more, but I find her sweetness very endearing and never tire of reuniting Peach and Mario together. Can't wait to play her new game next year. Number 23, Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong is the best Kong hands down. Her abilities in Tropical Freeze are phenomenal, and I like her high energy in Tour. Number 22, Baby Luigi. Although I ranked the baby princesses extremely low, I love the baby bros. Partners in Time is a nostalgic game for me, and Baby Luigi was hilarious in that. Number 21, Monty Mole. I don't know why I like Monty Mole, but I do. I think it's the little arms and the big belly and the really cute noises he makes. I hope he shows up in a future roster. Number 20, Wiggler. Wiggler is my favourite Mario Kart 7 newcomer, and I'm so happy he's back in Mario Kart. I actually used him pretty often back in the day, so it's cool to see him again. Number 19, Bowser. Bowser is the epitome of cool. He's usually a bit too heavy for my liking, but sometimes I put up with it so I can experience the coolness of playing Bowser. Number 18, Yoshi. Yoshi is a classic, probably the most popular Mario character. If Yoshi ever stopped showing up in games, we'd probably see riots outside of Nintendo daily. Number 17, Luigi. I don't actually use Luigi very often in games, despite how much I love the character. He's a joy in everything he's in, and I'll never forget when his death stare was a thing. Number 16, Ludwig. Ludwig is definitely the Koopling that stands out the most, and for good reason. He's got the most creative and fleshed out boss fights in the series, with a unique design and a pompous attitude to match. But he's not my favourite. Number 15, Iggy. Iggy is crazy! Spin to win, spin to win, smash, smash, smash! Number 14, Daisy.
Hi, I'm Daisy!
Daisy is a fun, energetic, and high-spirited character. I love her trick animations in 8, especially her little kick when on a bike. Between Smash Ultimate and Mario Bros. Wonder, I'm glad Daisy is getting more love lately. Number 13, Mario. People probably think I'm crazy for putting Mario this high, as strange as that sounds, but the truth is, while I don't use Mario very often on these larger, more crazy rosters, the smaller the roster gets, the more I find myself gravitating towards Mario. So I actually use them a lot in early spin-offs. Number 12, Tanuki Mario. Tanuki Mario is Mario, but bear-shaped. Well, technically he's Tanuki-shaped, but you know what I mean. He's friend-shaped, and that's a win. Am I a hypocrite for putting Tanuki Mario so much higher than Cat Peach? Number 11, Pauline. It's so great having Pauline back in the limelight. With a sleek design, she rounds out the human characters very well, and her new songstress personality is brilliant. Woo! Top 10 time, let's go! Number 10, Shy Guy. Need I say more? Number 9, Bowser Jr. I often forget, but back in the day, Bowser Jr. was once my main in Mario Kart Double Dash. Even if he gets less use now, his small frame and Bowser Shell item was the perfect chaotic complement to my other Double Dash main. Number 8, Link. Link is the best crossover character in Mario Kart 8 by far. He's just so incredibly cool. It's Link. I love Zelda games. It's still a little mind-blowing he's in Mario Kart to begin with. Number 7, Petey Piranha. The biggest boy returns. Petey Piranha is such a colourful and outrageous addition to the roster, I love it. It's great to have him back and driving solo. Number 6, Kamek. How it took Kamek this long to be playable in Mario Kart, I have no idea. He was planned in 64 and 8 before being scrapped, but he's finally here. If I had it my way, Kamek would be a staple of every Mario roster. Number 5, King Bob-omb. This is really just the perfect addition to the roster. This character alone got me playing Mario Kart Tour again, after falling off, for better or worse. King Bob-omb has always been a standout boss character thanks to that 64 nostalgia. Number 4, King Boo. Sorry Bowser, but the arch nemesis of Luigi is my favourite Mario villain. Ever since Luigi's Mansion, I've always gotten a thrill when King Boo shows up. And shout out to Tor for including his Luigi's Mansion design. Why that's not default, I have no idea. Number 3, Rob! Hey, it's the guy from my icon. Rob is easily the wackiest inclusion on any Mario Kart roster. But honestly, I love him for it. There are so many reasons I love Rob, from his historical value to sharing my name and to his role in Smash Bros. There's nothing I'd love more than to have him back in Mario Kart. Number 2, Baby Mario. I know this one has probably caught a few people off guard, but Baby Mario has always been my Mario Kart main, ever since Double Dash and his crazy change hump. He's like that childhood teddy bear that you never threw out. If Baby Mario is on the roster, you can bet your baby's bottom that I'm going to use him. And finally, for number 1, we have my favorite Mario Kart character and my favorite Mario character in general. If you've kept track of all the characters, then you probably know who this is. But without any more waiting, number 1, Rosalina. Not the most creative choice, I know, but since her debut in Mario Galaxy, I've been enthralled by this character. She was unlike any Mario character I had ever seen. She had this mysterious, calm and gentle nature about her, and I'm a sucker for motherly characters. Don't look too deep into that. It blew my young mind when I unlocked her in Mario Kart Wii, and I would often switch between Baby Mario on the Blue Falcon and Rosalina on the Dragon Eddy. Now, whenever she shows up, she's instantly one of my mains, be it Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Golf, or even Smash Bros. Wait, you actually made it all the way to the end of this video? That's awesome, dude! You have no idea how much I appreciate you watching this video. I'm really busy right now between work and TAFE, so I'm not sure what I'll work on next, or if I'll even have the time or energy to get that Luigi's Mansion video done. If you have any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. I love everyone in my audience. Until next time though, keep on gaming and I'll catch you all later.